When trading using the Royalq software, you given signals. How do you set the signals you given in your Royalq so that you make profits? If it is a spot signal, most signals come with the name of the signal. This one is AIUSDT, the take profit you're going to take from the markets. Sometimes they have a preset price, but sometimes you buy at the current price. They also have a take profit callback and a drop. How much do you expect this coin to retrace? Because remember, in the spot markets, we trade in only the upper direction. So let's go to our Royalq and we see how can we set this coin. When you come to Royalq, you're going to tap on this search button here and we search for the coin we're looking for. We are looking for a coin called AIUSDT. You remember? It was the name that... Okay, put AI here. Remember, it is AIUSDT. Since we've never traded it, it can't be in favorites. We are going to find it here on all. So we tap on all. Then we choose it, the first one. Then you say understand. Then you create. Then tap create here. Then make sure it is in a Martingale strategy bot here. Then tap create again. Then you tap I understand. They keep on warning you because like that sometimes there are losses in trading. Okay, then you tap here in trade settings right here. Then tap trade settings. Then we have tools here, smart create and manually create. With smart create, you're using the inbuilt strategy of Royalq. But if you want to manipulate your strategy to your desired style, you choose manually create. So tap manually create. Then here we're going to put the first buying amount. How much money do you want to invest in that coin? I can say I want to use $20 or 100, but make sure you don't use all your capital at once because there is what we call margin calls here. This we also set according to the capital we want. If you want a video on margin call calculations, just tap margin call. And then this AI margin call button, make sure it is on because it helps monitor the market using AI on your behalf. Thus, your money won't be invested so and make sure this button is on, this enable open double, because if you put it on and you've put here $20, the robot is going to double your money and put 40 instead of 20. So if you don't have up to that money, make sure this button is off because the robot will double your money. Then the whole position take profit, you remember they told us a 3% here. Don't you see it's a 3% here? TP stands for take profit, which is at 3%. So you go here where there is 2.1 and we put a 3% because it's the take profit they gave us on the signal. Then the whole position take profit callback, they still gave us a 0.1%. You see it here. It is a 0.01% here. And then the margin callback, you can also make it 0.01% or 0.1%. And then you tap on these advanced options here and make sure you change it from from cycle to one shot. It is always in it is always in cycle if you have never traded the coin before. So if we tap on it like this, you see it brings cycle and one shot. So make sure you tick cycle here, this one down here. Because if you put in cycle, the coin will buy, sell, and buy again, buy, sell, and so cycle enables us to trade coins if you want to profit like continuously and you're certain about the coin. But for a signal, you're supposed to put that money, that coin in one shot because you want to buy and exit the market. Then we go to margin configuration. Right here is where we put how do you want the robot to continuously invest your money whenever the coin drops. Remember that 15% drop? This is where we calculate it from. So we tap there, margin configuration. And then if you remember well, they gave us here a drop of 15%. So the easiest way to calculate that drop, you go back a little and then see the margin call limit you've put here. If it is 3, you can say 15 that drop they gave you by the number of margin calls you've put here. For example, if you put 7 here, it is going to be 15 by 7. So it is the drop they gave you by the number of margin calls you want to use personally. So me, I put 3. So that means to make it easy for myself, I'm just going to come here and put 5% everywhere. So if you add these, you see you get a 15%. And according to my capital, I want the robot to invest 20 each time the coin goes against me. So I'm going to put 1 here. Why 1? Because it is going to be the number you've put here times your first buying amount. For me, remember, it is 20. This one here. This first buying amount here. So me, it is 20. So it means every time the robot drops, it is going to invest 20 times the number I've put here. I hope you get it. This one, they came back like this because we hadn't saved. So we shall put the 5 back. Yeah, it only saves when you save. If you don't save, this is technology, doesn't save. So me, I'll put 1 here because I want my coin to buy 1 times 20 each time it drops. So every time it drops by 5%, my robot will put $20. If it drops again by 5%, it puts another 20. Drops by 5, it puts 20. But if you want, you can even put a 2 here, which will be 2 times 20. And then 2 times 20 means you're getting 40. So all you have to make sure is that if you add the money here, you have it in your robot. So for me to use this one throughout, I have to make sure that I have $60 more. So it is 20 here plus 20 plus 20, which is 40 plus 20, which is 60 plus the 20 it put in first. Remember, it buys the first time before it comes to buy margin calls. So for me to use these settings I've put here, I have to make sure I have $80 or even more in my Binance, because remember, your capital stays in Binance. So then we save, and then save again, confirm. And then sometimes they give us a preset price. You're going to tap here where there is initial buying price and put your preset there. Okay, so they gave us a preset price of 0, this one here, 0.1237. 0.1237. So we put it here, 0.1237. Yeah, you can go back and confirm. Yeah, it is the one. And then save, confirm. This means that if you click activate here, activate and then create, mine won't create because one, I don't have the capital. That's why they're warning me here. I removed it purposely because I didn't want it to buy. And 2, the coin is expired. Yeah, remember I said you don't trade expired signals. If you come here and see the time right now, it's 8:28. That's when the signal was sent. And the time right here on top, it is 9:20. So it means this coin is almost 52 minutes late. We are 52 minutes late. We can't set this signal. It may get your leg there because you've seen it late. If you see a signal 10 minutes later, don't enter it. 10 minutes later, don't enter it. Actually, 5 minutes later. Unless for these coins with preset price, unless you come and maybe the coin is at the preset price or below the preset price, there you can enter. But if it's above the preset price, that one has left you, the bus has left you, don't enter that signal. So in simple terms, that's how we do the calculations. And if there is no buy price like this preset price, if it hasn't been given, this one here, if it hasn't been given this initial price, you just don't put anything there. You just activate and buy at the current price. Happy trading. If you have any question, just don't hesitate to bring it on board. Bye-bye.